Welcome to the second day of the Dev Fest. I hope you enjoyed the first day. Maybe some of you went to the after party yesterday night. Raise your hand. Vous êtes courageux. Bravo. So, for today, you know the theme of the Dev Fest is Tales and Legends. I thought it would be great to start with a little story. So let me tell you a story. Maybe some of you are wondering what am I doing with a phone, but in 2025 it's like this. You tell stories. You ask ChatGPT to tell you stories. So here, ChatGPT, please tell me a story with developers, dragons, and I don't know what could we ask. Sorry, princess. Yes. So let's go. Once upon a time, oh no, connection lost. You know what this is? It's generative AI, and you need the internet for it to work. If only we have some ways to have generative AI, but offline. Maybe I know someone that can help us. Please welcome Sasha Denisov from Berlin, with the talk Building Offline AI Agents in Your Mobile and Web Apps.
Bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde. I hope I told it correct. So unfortunately, it's almost everything that I know in French, so I have to switch to English. Yeah. So, actually, I'm really happy to be here. I heard a lot of good things about this conference for a long time, and it was kind of dream to be here and give a talk in front of you. And you see, the dream came true. I'm here. And I hope my talk will be useful and helpful for you in your job and in your life. Yeah. When you will have no connection, you'll be able to create your offline AI application and use it. So let's talk about building offline AI agent in your mobile or web application. And I decided to start with a short prologue because, yeah, this time AI is everywhere. Let's talk about AI first. I decided to start with this quote by Lewis Carroll from Alice in Wonderland. Have you read it? Raise your hand if you read it, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, me too, yeah. So it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that. This quote perfectly describes the situation in which developers at this time doing something. Yeah. So I prepared a meme about our life. So you see, I prepared myself without any help with AI, so with some mistakes and all. So it's app developer and app developer with AI expertise. So there is a difference, yeah? And not only us, not only developers should evolve in this time. Yeah, applications themselves also have to evolve. So I prepared a slide about evolution of applications. I took an example mobile application because I'm mostly mobile developer, but we can think about any kind of application, actually. So this is just mobile application. Like something on the screen, like connection to internet, maybe not, and some functionality there. And the next step of evolution is an AI-powered mobile application. It's a mobile application with some AI functionality that can connect to AI model, do something with AI, and so on. And there is a next step of evolution of application. It is AI agent mobile application. But AI agent, what is this? Who can tell me? What is the difference between AI powered mobile application and AI agent in mobile? Like this is agent. This is AI agent. Or something else, maybe? No? Yeah, I prepared a slide for this. So just meet AI agent. It's autonomous intelligent system that can perceive, reason, and act to accomplish tasks efficiently. So it means AI agent and something that in short terms can interact with reality, do something for you, not just give you information, but call functions, or do something in the real world or in environment. And next step, what will be next? Maybe something like this. Yeah, we have a lot of robots already, so maybe mobile developers in the future will prepare mobile application for such kind of mobile devices. Why not? And let's try to imagine you with a couple of your such mobile devices somewhere in mountains where its connection not good, or I don't know, underground, and it's like can be not very good for mobile devices that have to be connected to a network. So what to do with this situation? Yeah, but if you have mobile device with offline agent, it will still work. Of course, we are not there yet, and our mobile application still looks like this, but we already can consider development of offline AI agent for our mobile devices. OK, prologue is over. Let's get started and talk about it. Oh, yeah, I actually forgot to introduce myself. So this is a slide about me. So I work for EPAM Systems as a chief software engineer and head of Flutter competencies there. And besides that, I'm a Google developer expert in Flutter, Firebase, and AI, and organizer of Flutter Berlin community. So if you're interested in Flutter and will be in Berlin, please welcome to our meetups. I told Flutter. Have you heard about Flutter? Please raise your hand. Yeah, me. Yeah. I'm GD in Flutter. I have to know. Yeah. OK. For people who haven't raised their hand, like short slide, Flutter is a Google UI framework that allows you to create nice mobile applications for iOS and Android. And this time, not only for iOS and Android, it's officially supported web and desktop platforms, and unofficially, actually, much more platforms. So with Flutter, you can implement application for TV devices, smartwatches, Raspberry Pis. But it's not all of them are officially supported, but community support is also support, and sometimes it's very powerful. And one nice thing about Flutter, Flutter has a mascot. Do you know its name? Who tell me? Dash, yeah. I even have a co-speaker today. Hello. Yeah, we will speak together. And for person who prepares the best question, the Dash will be new pet. And yeah, I even for people who haven't heard about Flutter, I will be your Dash today on the stage. So I have a Dash hat. Up. 2 dashes on the stage. And just when I'm talking about Flutter, I need to have my head to be like more official. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Probably wrong topic. Yeah, I have to talk about AI, not about Flutter, right? OK. Now, let's get started. So, generative AI. What is the difference between generative AI and just AI? Generative AI is the AI that generates for us something. Yeah? It can be text, it can be images, videos, sound, even music, something generated. And one nice thing about modern AI models, it's multimodality. So multimodality is the ability of AI to combine content that we provide. So for example, we can mix voice and text, like voice and images, and get a response. So I stole this slide from official Google presentation about Gemini 2 Pro, because it's a really nice example. So take a look to this part of the slide. So we provide to Gemini 2 Pro sketch, video, and text. If you don't see, I can read it for you. What is the time code when this happens? And Gemini answer, this happens at the 15 minutes, 32 seconds time code. So it recognized sketch, found the place with a similar image on the video, and provide answer to the text. So really nice example. And one more nice thing that allows you to do agentic behaviors is function calling. It's ability to call real functions and interact with real world. So we can call a third-party API like Maps, Stripe, Firebase, whatever, and use it. So this is a real-life example by me. So last year I was in Pescara, Italy, and just made a photo somewhere in the city center and provided to Gemini and asked, where am I? And Gemini answered, you are at the Piazza del Sacro Cuore, Pescara, Abruzzo. Here's how to get there, and a link to Google Maps. So I provided photo and text. It's an example of multimodality. And answer, example of function calling, because Gemini called Google Maps and found where am I and provided me the link. OK. Everything is nice here, but there are three things. What about privacy, connection to internet, and bills, of course? For using like ChatGPT or Gemini, you actually have to pay for tokens. There is an answer. Open models. Who knows what open models is? Open model is. Please. Yes, it's publicly available for anyone to freely use, modify, and share. It's kind of open source, but in AR world. So it's not exactly open source because there is not source code. There are just numbers, right? But it's open. So it's open model. So there are three key principles of open model: transparency, accessibility, and innovation. So it should be transparent for people, for community, how it works, which rights are there. It should be accessible for everyone, and it should be innovative. Yeah, and a lot of open models are already prepared and trained by community for many, many different purposes. When to use open models? When you would like to use it in your own environment, on your own devices, and when you don't want to share your data with official vendors, and when you would like to train your model with your own data and prepare it for specific purposes. OK, examples. Who can give me examples of open models? I'm absolutely sure that you know. Please? OK, of course, Gemma. Something else? DeepSeek, of course. And probably you heard about Llama. It's open model. DeepSeek, you mentioned. Qwen, open model. Mistral, I think you know, of course. Yeah, it's open model. And recently, OpenAI published a couple of open models. The first open models provided by OpenAI. So they're pretty good, actually. And my favorite one, Gemma. Yeah, it's Gemma family, I will say, because it's not only one model, but it's, all vendors have not only one model. So Gemma is open model family created by Google using the similar technology as Gemini, but for open models family. Yeah. So take a look. There is a timeline. So Gemma is pretty young, so like a little bit more than 1 year. So it was born in 2024. Then Gemma 2 was born, and recently, more or less recently, in March of this year, Gemma 3 was created. It's a really good model with really nice capabilities, and it's the first open model in Gemma family that support multilinguality and multimodality from out of the box. It's really good and powerful model. And take a look to this kind of graph. And there is comparison between some open models. And you see Gemma 3, 27 billions between DeepSeek R1 and DeepSeek V3. But so in the bottom of the slide, you see how many GPUs you need to run this model. For DeepSeek, you need tons of them. Gemma 3 works using only one GPU. So it's a really good balance between power and resources you need to run it. And yeah, as I mentioned, Gemma 3 supports multilinguality, multimodality, and function calling. So you can just go to Google AI Studio and try if capability of Gemma 3 is good for you, just in your browser, before you make the decision, is Gemma good or not for you, and maybe you need something else. And there is a Gemma cookbook with a lot of already prepared examples with application that you can create with Gemma. OK, I'm a mobile developer. What about running all of this on device? Let's talk about on-device AI finally. So finally, there's the topic. Yeah, it's like it was prologue part 2. Who can give me an example of just exactly on-device AI or ML? So exactly on-device, I mean that works without any connection to internet. From real life that you use every day, for example. Yeah, please. Sorry, don't care. Oh, yes, yes. So, and you see, the simplest one, the Google Photos, for example. It's when prepared you. Instagram masks, because masks should be prepared very fast. There is no time to connect to internet and get back. Or, OK, Google, and Hey Siri is actually on device. Of course, not the full answer actually on device. It's only recognition exact commands, OK, Google and Hey Siri. But it's kind of, it's not the AI, of course. It's just ML, small models that prepare specifically for these tasks, not LLMs. But it's on device. There is a specific framework made by Google. It's named TensorFlow Lite that allows you to do this on-device AI inference. Who heard about TensorFlow Lite? Yeah, actually, you can forget this name. No, there is no more TensorFlow Lite. It has new name, Lighter T. So this rebranding made last year in 2024. So library still named Tenderful Light, but official name LighterT. And probably new libraries will be published as LighterT. But I haven't used LighterT exactly, because on top of this, there is one more framework. It's named MediaPipe. It's a Google framework that created for preparing pipelines of AI models and ML models to create application on device. It supports like gesture recognitions, face recognitions, sound recognition, and you can create pipelines that will recognize some signals to have an answer in the end. And now MediaPipe supports LLM inference. So you can take LLM, upload to your device, and generate something for you using MediaPipe. But yeah, MediaPipe supports out of the box Android, iOS, and web. There is an official example from repository with Gemma 2, Android and iOS. So model run on device. You just message and chat with model exactly on device. Prepared by Google as well. Do you remember? Oh yeah, I'm Flutter developer. What about Flutter? Why only native SDK? As a Flutter developer, I started this research and to try to find maybe a plugin that supports MediaPipe. I found actually one, Gemma. Gemma plugin, version number 001, 4 likes. And I was happy, but then I opened the repository and found the code. It's actually almost everything that was there. And I realized that most probably this library is not ready yet, and I need to do something with this. So I created my own. It's Flutter Gemma. Flutter Gemma plugin that allows you to work with AI models on device using Flutter. Actually, it's made on top of MediaPipe, and everything that you can do with MediaPipe, you can do with Flutter Gemma. And I will say even more, because MediaPipe is just tiny SDK. Flutter Gemma have a lot of functionality on top, and you can do much more than just with MediaPipe on native. But yeah, with native, you also can do everything the same. My examples will be with Flutter Gemma, but I can tell you that everything that I did with Flutter Gemma, you can do with official native SDK, Android, iOS, and web. So yeah, the same as an official example, and with web support as well. So it's a chat. The simplest example of AI functionality on device. Everything happens on device without any internet connection, without any data sharing, and without any payment for free. OK, Flutter supported, I'm happy. But where we can take this model to use it on device? There are a few resources made by community where you can find already trained, prepared open models with different formats for different purposes, in MediaPipe format, in Llama CPP format. So you can just download it and use on your devices. So actually, MediaPipe supports not only Gemma, and Flutter Gemma supports not only Gemma, despite the fact that it names Flutter Gemma, it can work with different models. And different models have different size. So you have to remember that before using model on device, you have to bring it somehow to your device. And it's always kind of trade-off, yeah? As model powerful, as more space is needed. For example, Gemma free 1 billion parameters, quantized for info, it's 500 megabytes. It's one of the smallest models that you can use. And like DeepSeek, 1.5 billion, it's almost 2 gigabytes. Multimodal, OK, about multimodal a bit later. But like high-end devices, totally fine with such sizes. And you can use with the low-end devices, sometimes it can be issues. OK. I can download models. What about dataset? And what is dataset? You probably remember on the slide about Hugging Face. I wrote, but probably not mentioned, that you can download not only models, but dataset as well. So any ideas what dataset is, which purpose of them? Yeah, please. Exactly, for training, or there is a different name, fine-tuning. So we have raw-mounted data on which base model was trained. And you can take your own data set you prepared, I don't know, in your organization, in your university, somewhere. And this knowledge base has a different name, data set. And fine-tune your model with data set, and model will know about all data you fine-tune at this model and answer you with attention to this data as well. So I wrote an article about how to fine-tune models to using it on device. So it's a little bit outdated, I will say, because I used examples with Gemma 1 in this article, because when I was writing it, Gemma 2 and Gemma 3 haven't been released yet. I have to update it, and I will do it soon. But still, examples are relevant in general. Maybe versions of libraries are wrong. Now we have more new examples and so on. But the flow is correct, and you can read it to understand how to do it. I swear I will update it in the next couple of months. Yeah, I hope. OK. So what about multimodality and multilinguality on device? Yeah. So modern AI mobile applications probably should work with multimodality and multilinguality. Yeah, Gemma 3 1 billion parameters don't support this. If you remember this slide, take a look. So 4 billion parameters support, 12 billion parameters supports, 27 billion supports, but 1 billion, the smallest one, text-only model, and no multilinguality. Yeah, that's it, because 4 billion parameters is already too big to use it on device. So timeline was not final. So in May of this year, Gemma 3N was released, or Gemma 3 Nano. It's a little bit different approach. It's not exactly a transformer model, if you know what I'm talking about. It uses the same approach as Gemini Nano, and works a little bit different way. And it's prepared specifically to run on mobile devices and in browser. And it's able to work with multimodal content. And more, it even can work with audio content from out of the box. So you can combine text, images, and audio, and get this possible in Gemini with Gemma 3 Nano. Yeah, there is a small comparison table between Gemma 3 and Gemma 3 Nano. So both of them support text. Gemma 3 support images only after 4 billion parameters. And only Gemma 3N supports audio input. There is an example with Flutter Gemma of multimodality. Take a look. I was on Flutter Ninjas conference in Japan this spring, and then visited Expo in Osaka. So on ticket on the Expo is a mix of English and Japanese language and QR code there. So there is no internet. I just uploaded the ticket and asked, can you tell what is there on this ticket? Tell me, what do you see at the image? And the image shows a digital ticket for a weekday ticket at Expo 2025. Here's the breakdown and description of everything that model see. Everything on device without any internet connection. OK. Where is agent? Where is agentic behavior? It's just AI-powered functionality. Let's talk about offline AI agent. Try to guess. Which of these model capabilities, in your opinion, is the most important for agentic behavior? I actually already told it in the beginning, but yeah. Of course, function calling. So model should be able to call your methods to do something, to be agent, to interact. Take a look. This example, I used, for the example, Gemma 3 Nano with 4 billion parameters, so it's a bit long answer, but there are already smaller models that also support function calling. Probably I should replace the example, but let's wait together. What I'm right. Hello, can you change screen color to green? So let's take a look how my example engine can. It's green. Then the next. It answered, great, I successfully set the background color to green. Is there anything else I can help for you? Yes, and change, please, the application title to offline agent. Let's go. One, two, three, five. Name is changed. And the last example of agentic behavior here, but of course, it's example not like exactly, it just shows you that you can give a command to your AI model to do something, and model do it. So for this, you need to prepare methods that model will be able to call and provide these methods to model. So in this example, I provided method to change the color, method to change the name, and method to show pop-up. You can do everything else. For example, method to, I don't know, call someone. And when you tell model, please call my mom, model will do it if you provide this method to this model. It's already agentic behavior. So as I mentioned, plugins support not only Gemma and MediaPipe as well, of course. So there are tons of models that support, and different models you can use for different purposes. Some model for multimodality support, some model exactly for function calling, for example, like Hammer model. So Hammer is not really good in conversations, but really good in function calling. And size is much smaller than Gemma 3 Nano, and so on. You can do, for example, kind of research and figure out which model exactly suits your purposes and use it. And probably fine-tune it before. There is a good example by one of my friends, Georgios Solopes from Greece. He made this.
Open the camera and tell me how many screens do you see?
I see 2 screens. There are 2 computer monitors stacked on the desk. Camera with flash smile.
Open the phone's gallery and describe the image.
The Statue of Liberty looms gracefully against an overcast sky overlooking a waterfront cityscape. Ships are visible in the distance. United States sparkles.
Yeah, everything on device without internet connection, without bills, and without sharing the data with someone. So Georgios is an Android GDE, and this example implemented with native Android. So if you're interested in Android development, you can take a look to this example, not Flutter Gemma. But of course, it's actually similar. You can do it in Flutter, you can do it natively. And I prepared for you an article with very detailed, in details explained what we can do with the model, how to prepare agents, and so on. So it's not outdated article. I wrote it like one month ago, so it's still relevant. So you know, nowadays you have to update your articles very fast because everything is running, as Lewis Carroll mentioned in the beginning. So you have to update even your articles to be on the same page with humanity. And the last thing about agents, RAG. Do you know what RAG is? Yeah, please. Yes, exactly. So it's the last piece that we haven't discussed yet. Can we do RAG on mobile without internet connection, without connection to vector database somewhere in cloud and so on? And answer is actually yes. This is just a scheme how RAG works. So we have a query, we have LLM, and we have embedding models that provide vector. So a vector is going to vector database, get retrieval context provided to LLM, and we have a response with augmented data with your query and data from database, and so much more rich and correct. Recently, Google released embedding Gemma, a specific Gemma prepared to generation of vectors to do RAG. And of course, there are not only embedding Gemma, we can do embedding with many different models, but embedding Gemma is really good for this. And so I prepared this slide, particularly when I haven't released this feature yet, but now it's already released. Yeah. Current last version of Flutter Gemma is 0.11.5. So we can generate embeddings exactly in the same plugin. And so this part. And this part works for iOS and Android already in my plugin, but not for web yet, but I will add it soon. And the second part already worked for Android and for iOS and under the progress. But you already can try to do it with Android, but then it will work on iOS from out of the box because it's Flutter. So you will not need to change anything. I just need to add support myself in the next version. And yeah. The complete guide of how to do RAG on device. Just that. There will be QR code soon when I finish it. So just follow me in LinkedIn or in somewhere X and Twitter. So I will publish there when the article will be ready. OK, the last thing, one more AI capability that I haven't mentioned yet. It's thinking mode. So it's not exactly related to agents, but it's nice to see sometimes how a model thinks what to answer to you. And this functionality I also added to Flutter Gemma, so you can try. But model that you use for this have to support thinking mode. For example, DeepSeek R1 supports thinking mode. Take a look to example. I asked the same. Please change the screen color to, don't remember which color, red maybe. Can you please change the screen color to red? Yeah. Doesn't matter actually, but. And let's see, it's thinking. Very fast. OK, the user wants to change the screen color to red. I remember that there are some functions provided for changing the title. Yeah, I will share slides then, or you can take an example from my repository and launch yourself on your mobile device. So, yeah, we even can check how a model thinks, and maybe, I don't know, if you don't like, fine-tune it to make it think different way. But only with thinking models. OK. More real-world examples that are already published, and you can check how they implemented. So the first, the simplest example, I wouldn't say that real-world example, because I will say it's just workshop. A workshop that I prepared to show how to connect Flutter application to AI model with all possible ways. So there is connected ChatGPT using REST API, Gemini using Firebase AI, Gemma using Flutter Gemma, and so on. And even GenKit, Firebase GenKit as a demonstration of opportunity how to connect the full orchestration of AI. So it's a nice example, but the thing is that it's a really fun outcome. So in result, you will have a chat of Gemini, ChatGPT, Gemma, DeepSeek, Claude, and Llama. And they will talk between themselves without any interaction with human. Human just give the first query, and then they just talk with each other. Sometimes really fun. Every model thinks that it talks with human, but all of them really talks with each other only. And you never know which result in this chat will be. My favorite example was in Barcelona when I showed this workshop. Audience asked me, ask models who is better, Barcelona or Real Madrid. At that time, there were only ChatGPT and Gemini. And ChatGPT answered, by statistic, blah, 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 Real Madrid is like better. And Gemini answered, so no, we can't consider who is better just based on statistics, because they don't like for other answer. And Barcelona community told, we won't use ChatGPT anymore, just Gemini. Because ChatGPT don't like Barcelona. So offline menu translator. It's a friend of mine from Dubai, Changar Fogel, implemented this example. Actually, also inspired by Japan, because in Japan, a lot of places, when you have a dinner, is underground and with not good internet. And you can't understand what you see in menu because there are just hieroglyphs. So this offline menu translator works fine with Japanese language, with Gemma free on device. You just make a photo of menu and see what is there. And there's one more example. We use one of good developer from US. And he can't hear, he's deaf. And we prepared this project to help the people who can't hear to have conversation with people. It's a live captions XR. This is a short video about this project. So if you would like to join and contribute to this, always welcome. Always happy to see contributors in our project.
For the deaf and hard of hearing community, following conversations in noisy places is a challenge.
Great.
Let me put this on in a sec.
Oh, really? I'll have to try it next time.
I was just saying how great this new coffee blend is.
Oh, I totally agree. This is so much better.
Yeah, so idea was by Craig Murray. I just joined to help him with on-device inference and so on. How it works? So the application recognizes source of voice. calculate the distance and where it is, and generate in augmented reality the bubble with text in this direction. And we use Gemma Free Nano to add context to this text, like periodically make a screenshot of, not a screenshot, like a snapshot of what happens around, and add context to this message. For example, if we talk about, I don't know, car that stayed here, so this car will be added to context and used in conversation. A video generated by Vio, and it's generated video. That's why we had some issues with text. You will see we haven't fixed it. The text is not correct on the video. One more example, Dyslexia AI by Kieran McCarthy. It's an application that helps people with dyslexia. Also, everything happens on device. Medical AI, it's an application that gives you medical advice if you're somewhere where you have no internet connection. It uses Gemma under the hood, but on device. Gemma is a Gemma specifically trained for medical purposes. And so, again, you're in the mountains, and I don't know, got sick, and don't know what to do, how to help yourself. And you can ask medical Gemma without internet connection, it helps you. MenuMind. Actually, almost there's something similar that the first menu application that I mentioned before, but not only Japanese, with any languages and a little bit more functionality. And one more example can be here if you create it. So actually, yeah, if you decide to do something like this and create application, just send it to me, and I will share it with community and make it more visible for you. Always happy to help. So actually, that's it, what I wanted to say. There is QR code to my LinkedIn. Please follow me, and don't hesitate to message with any questions. I always answer. Sometimes not immediately, but I always answer. And the last slide, there is QR code with feedback link, so you can give feedback about my talk. Thank you very much, and we have